Hello, today I want to talk about oracle cards. What is the difference between oracle cards versus tarot cards? So I may have mentioned in my last video that a tarot card deck has 78 cards always. So oracle decks are not typically 78 cards. They can be a variety. Sometimes it says on the cover and sometimes it does not. It could be like 40 cards, 50 cards, 60, it could be like random number like 48. It's a variety. These ones aren't really saying. This one says 48 cards. And they can be about all kinds of topics. So this is a moon deck. You're gonna do your readings on a new moon or a full moon, or maybe the quarter moons. That's typically when you would use this deck. The Magic of You Oracle. This is a very witchy deck. Whenever you pull a card, it actually gives you like a witchy ritual that you can do afterwards. So that's kind of fun. This deck here, Guardian Angel deck, I actually bought this after my sister passed, and the first reading I ever did, I was asking for a message from my sister, and it could not have been a more accurate card that came out. So that was really touching. I love using this deck for messages from Spirit World. Whenever I'm doing medium readings and we're looking for a little more communication through Spirit World, we will pull some oracle cards as well sometimes. This deck that I have laid out here is also an angel deck. It has to do with like the archangels and their beautiful messages. And I have another oracle deck, Spirit Animal Oracle. If you're somebody that is really connected to the animal world, this is a 68 card deck, and that might be something that speaks to you. So with oracle cards, my method of getting the cards, rather than to shuffle and just like see what falls out in my hand, I typically don't do that with oracle cards. Usually I'm doing a feeling process, and I'll explain that. So if you are somebody who is more clairvoyant, which is visions, you get imagery and visions as your way of communicating with spirit world or spirit guides or anything like that, then you might look at the cards and be like, this one jumps out at me. And like, that's the card you're gonna pick, and you're just certain on it. You just know. And it's like a visual thing for you. If you're somebody who is more clairaudient, you might hear. So you might be looking around and you might be putting your hand over and you might hear, that's the one, or this one, you might hear something. Now, if you are like me and you are clairsentient, you are very much a feeler. So as I place my hands over the cards, I like to close my eyes, because closing your eyes really helps you to hone in on what you're feeling. It amplifies your other senses. So I will close my eyes and I'll start usually at the top, and I'll just run my hands across the cards like that. And what I'm going to pay attention to is if there's a tingling in my fingers, if there's extra warmth, or if there's cold, or if I feel drawn, like my hand just feels like a magnetic pull to that card. Or sometimes it can be that your hand like dips down and touches that card, especially with your eyes closed. Like, you won't always keep your hands the right way, like perfectly balanced all the way across. Your hand might dip, and if your hand dips, that might be the card for you. So basically with these cards, I'm not so much listening with my eyes closed for messages from spirit guides, because these are the messages. These cards are like really loving, kind, sweet messages that you need to hear. They're like angelic, especially these, because these are angel cards. These are the messages that you're going to get from spirit guides. I suppose there could be something more added, but this is it. These are the messages. So the technique here is to use your psychic senses, vision, auditory, feeling, to find the right cards for myself or the person I'm reading for. Then once I have them, these are the cards I got today for myself, then I would show the cards and read them off. not like visually, but also there's usually a book that comes with it, or these specific cards have like an online book. So today I got Clear Your Vibes, and you might just think like, oh, it's time to sage, or like hop in the shower, or cleanse the house, or something like that. But actually, when you read more into this card, it can actually be like declutter. So it can be like go through certain areas and get rid of things that you don't need, things that don't serve you. It could be go through your email account and, you know, organize into the emails. It could be sort your paperwork out. It could be, you know, get some things off of your mind that are on your mind, or something very physical. It could be clear your car out, or it could be mindful of like who's around you and what energies are around you. So clear your vibes, that's more of what that means. For me, I think it's probably a declutter thing today. Okay, and spiritual abundance. This is a card. They give you little affirmations you can say too, like, thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance. So the spiritual abundance card is like, you are already spiritually abundant. And to be even more spiritually abundant, it's not like, what do I need? What you're actually going to ask yourself is, how can I be of service? So if you are spiritually abundant, how can you give back? How can you be of service? So that is like teaching, guiding, doing free readings, doing other things that you can, maybe some volunteer work, whatever. For me, a lot of it's teaching and doing a few free readings and stuff. So that's the message I got today. And the last one, don't hate, meditate. So thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. So if there's something going on in your life, or behaviors or things or events or circumstances that you're hating, just try to give more focus to that of which you love. If you need to take some time to meditate, to clear your energy and restore yourself back to a place of love, then meditation is a great way to get there. So those were my messages today. This is what oracle cards look like. My oracle card readings I do much cheaper than tarot reading, because there's a lot less like psychic information coming through to me. It's mostly on the cards and just psychically how I get you the right cards. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask away, and I'll maybe create a video answering your questions. Thanks for watching.